It has been said that all I am doing is walking and cutting ribbon. Well, one more ribbon for highly urban settings. In such mixed-use developments, on the ground floor, you have shops and parlors and boutiques and all kinds of activity. And then on the second floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, so forth, even higher floors, you have residences. And even though it is not planned that way, because this was planned as a residential community with the normal setback and reserves, but if you observe along many of these streets, right at the gate, you have a stall, you have a shop, or somebody on the fence, they're building a shop front. Because it is just the natural evolution of a highly urbanized and populated area that as people walk along the street, they want to access the commercial frontage. So the nature of the area has changed from residential to mixed use. And so when we are planning the redevelopment of the area, we will have to take that in mind. So right here to 41 to 43 Hanover Street, which has been a challenge for a long time, before my time, I know that previous governments have attempted to build units here. But you see the difference between this government and previous governments? Some of them don't like to hear when I talk. Is that when we build it, it lasts. When we build it, it improves the quality of life. Because if it were done right the first time, I would not have had to come back here to do it right now. You know, even the beneficiaries, who some of them feel a little bit reluctant because, you know, it is this administration that is doing it. And I would say, put the politics aside. This is a non-political, non-partisan program. It doesn't matter who you support, who was your MP, don't matter. What matters is that your government cares about you. That is what matters. And the taxpayers' funds can't be used only to support one political party. No, the taxpayers' funds shouldn't be supporting people by virtue of their politics. We support people by virtue of their need. And you will get a chance to look at what currently exists, and there will be no question that the people here need the support. Need it. Now, as we design the unit, we already acknowledge that it has to be high density. This is just over a quarter acre. Just over a quarter acre. 83 persons lived here. Or rather, 83 persons are living here because they're still occupying many of them. 21 households have been identified. But I see the architect lip syncing, saying it can't be 21 because it can hold 21 units on a quarter acre. So I gather it is 18. That we can comfortably hold 18. So that means we're going to have to figure out how we support the other families. And that is a challenge when we go to do these kinds of social housing program, because when you do your original social survey, sometimes you start off with 10 families. And by the time you go through the process and you come back, they tell you, well, me and him broke up, so it's two different families. Or you come back and they tell you, why my mother threw me out, and so I have to get my own thing now. Always a problem. When we are doing these social housing programs, we always come up with, hit upon some problems. But we are committed to resolve if you have patience, because it does take some time for us to go through the process. Now, when we're doing this, in addition to building the houses, we are also going to put in one commercial space. So we will put in a shop space with frontage, but we won't do anything else. So I don't know how we're going to give the one shop, because I'm certain all 18 households would want to have the shop, but they will work it out amongst themselves as to how they will occupy that shop. But it is giving you some insight into how we're going to move along this pathway of renewing our urban area, that we are taking into consideration the social and economic context within the people live. So we're not just coming here to build a house and say, take that. There is significant consultation, study, we pay attention to the history and the culture. So the building itself will be uplifting, but the people can say, this building means something to me, I will protect it, I will ensure that it is maintained, and ultimately it will serve the benefit of the people. So ladies and gentlemen, this is now my 8th groundbreaking ceremony for the... No, we're not cutting any ribbon here, so no, we're doing a groundbreaking. The 8th one under the tenement yard component of the new social housing program. There are those skeptical persons who may be saying, why am I doing this right in the season? It's just a grand coincidence. I have been, 2 months ago I was here breaking ground for another of this, but they are all programmed and I can't stop them because of politics, because the people want the benefit. We have 43 housing solutions in construction, and many of them are being constructed now within 4 weeks, and I have to bring them and hand them over to the people. So, and see what is to come. When it's in the pipeline, you only hear the sound, the gushing sound of wind going through. You're not quite sure when the water is coming. But the way we do things, we have a train line of projects, and you can look and see all the carts on the train having a project coming. So today, in addition to this groundbreaking, we were able to hand over 4 social housing units. So, there was a former prime minister, when she was asked what she was doing, she said, working, working, working. Well, I am working, working, working. So let's go and break ground now, so that the people, the 18 families, can get their houses in short order. God bless you. And
when I was asked to deliver the vote of thanks, I was more than elated to do so, right? As a beneficiary and also as a citizen of Parade Gardens, popularly known as Central Kingston, I must acknowledge our Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness, our Member of Parliament, Honorable Williams, Madam Permanent Secretary, contractors, all the stakeholders involved, a big, big thank you. I speak not only for myself, I can speak for every citizen of Central Kingston to say that we are truly grateful. We are truly grateful. You are giving us back hope. Hope. You are giving us back our dignity. Right? No longer we have shanty shacks. Right? Zinc fences and dilapidated buildings. We can look forward to comfortable housing structures where we and our families can lay in at night comfortably. Mr. Prime Minister, you don't know how glad I am. My heart is overjoyed. This initiative is long awaiting. And I can assure you that we, the citizens of Central Kingston, will ensure that the contractors, every worker, right, that when this groundbreaking ceremony has ended and this site is open, we will ensure the safety of every worker, every equipment that is placed on this site. We will ensure that it remains here. Also, our first national era said, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, up ye mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. Dr. Andrew Holness, Mr. Donovan Williams, best MP for Central Kingston. All the stakeholders involved, we the citizens of Central Kingston say thank you, thank you, thank you.
God, the beneficiaries could not ask for a better spokesperson. Very, very eloquent. Thank you so much, Ms. Stewart. All right, so we are now at the point of the contract signing before we proceed to the groundbreaking. And for this, we'll be joined by the Prime Minister and Member of Parliament, our Permanent Secretary, Mr. Cargill, Mrs. Judith Rob Walters, Mr. Shand of Yardworks Construction Company, and of course, Ms. Stewart. So we'll now proceed to the contract signing ceremony.